It turns out Barron Trump will not be entering politics after all.
I want to start by wishing my wife, Melania, a very happy birthday. It'd be nice to be with her, but I'm in a courthouse for a rigged trial.
The situation surrounding Donald Trump is currently becoming more dire. Considering that his family is now beginning to separate from him, he will be spending time in prison after being found guilty on all 34 charges. Let's start with Barron Trump, who has opted out of the political arena. Melania Trump has unexpectedly revealed that Barron would not be sending a delegate from Florida to the national convention.
In a stunning turn of events, Melania Trump announced that Barron will not be a delegate for Florida at the national convention.
Even while a lot is happening, this primarily demonstrates how chaotic the Trump world is. How did Barron Trump's announcement of his plan to run for office be treated so terribly? Though Barron and Donald Trump had been consulted and declared to be on board, it was either disregarded and freaked out by Melania when it was announced, or the Florida GOP is clueless, which is a very plausible scenario.
This change of plans comes just 48 hours after news broke that the Florida GOP elected Barron Trump as one of their 41 at-large delegates.
The youngest Trump family member's entry into politics was presumably orchestrated and planned in advance, but Melania's declaration that she would not be running suggests that she was dissatisfied with the outcome. Most likely, she wasn't even consulted. Her tone was so artificial and trite.
While Barron is honored to have been chosen as a delegate by the Florida Republican Party, he regretfully declines to participate due to prior commitments.
Melania and Ivanka, his daughter, have also noticeably disappeared from his side as the hush money lawsuit makes news.
I'm going to go into this trial. I'm going to sit in a freezing cold icebox for 8 hours, 9 hours or so.
Also, can I just ask, why the hell does Trump get to do a press conference every day at the courthouse on whatever topic he wants?
It begs the question, do the Trump women feel embarrassed by the former president's extramarital affairs? The main focus of the trial is the allegations made by Stormy Daniels' lawyer Michael Cohen that the former U.S. president paid Daniels $150,000 to keep their romance a secret before the 2016 election.
If in fact that happens, just think about the danger that Donald Trump is putting America and our national security.
I have a preteen. I agree to disagree all day long. But just look at the evidence for yourself. Make your own decisions. Don't be sheep.
Stormy responded under oath that nobody would ever want to admit they had sex with Trump. Ooh. And Trump just has to sit there.
Instead of like unknown, like literal people.
Who do you think these people are?
Obviously Trump supporters.
Melania Trump has been noticeably absent from several of her husband's campaign appearances and is said to have expressed her dissatisfaction of the ongoing hush money trial, which started on Monday. Melania has equated the trial to election involvement and termed it a shame, according to a person close to the Trumps who has firsthand knowledge of her comments. However, based on their private chats, Melania believes that her husband is the only one with this issue.
Adult film star Stormy Daniels testified today in former President Trump's criminal hush money trial. So Trump technically slept with her again.
In his boxer shorts and a t-shirt, she'd been planning to go. She said he was seated on the bed between her and the exit.
Thus, they haven't gone to court together. So far, 7 jurors have been chosen. Trump is charged with 34 counts of falsifying business paperwork in an effort to hide a hush money payment he made to adult film star Stormy Daniels just before the 2016 presidential election. The money was intended to keep her quiet about a supposed romance from 2006. These charges were raised from misdemeanors to felonies by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg on the basis that they violated both state and federal election laws.
While testifying in former President Trump's criminal hush money trial, adult film star Stormy Daniels said that in phone calls after her sexual encounter with Trump in 2006, he would always call her Honey Bunch.
That Trump used to call Stormy Honey Bunch, which interestingly is also a term Melania would use at Mar-a-Lago, as in honey, bunch of FBI agents at door.
The defense attorney, Todd Blanche, urged the Manhattan jury to get past the allegations and conclude that Trump is a devoted family guy. He's a man, he's a husband, he's a father, Blanche said, attempting to cast the former president in a negative light for potentially interfering in elections. He's a person just like you and just like me. Though it may come across as awkward, Blanche's attempt to paint Trump as a suburban sitcom father is a deliberate attempt to distance his client from the sensational allegations that he paid an adult film actress hush money to cover up an alleged adultery.
Susan Neckler
list literally went on, I just counted, for 7 pages about whether Stormy Daniels was consistent or not about saying whether or not they had dinner.
Now, if you've been following this trial, you've probably heard the word salacious used many times. He said that his team filed a motion in the appellate division to appeal his gag order, which he says is unconstitutional.
Despite all of this, there is one notable omission from the courtroom during Trump's attempt to restore his reputation. When a reporter inquired on Tuesday, "Where's Melania?" Trump disregarded her inquiry outright. Trump's retreat may gratify some and make others chuckle, but it also draws attention to a significant legal challenge that he must face. Using what is commonly referred to as the John Edwards argument, the former Democratic presidential candidate Edwards was accused in 2011 of arranging payments from donors to keep his mistress silent about everything, including their child. Instead of portraying Trump as a dishonest politician illegally meddling in the election, Trump's legal team hopes to present him as a humiliated adulterer trying to hide from his family, but they have a tough battle ahead of them. Given that there is no proof pertaining to Trump's family, it will be challenging to convince the jury that he regrets his actions. The fact that David Pecker, the publisher of the National Enquirer, was involved in the scheme, testified on Monday and Tuesday does not help either. During his testimony, Pecker, who is well known for having helped Trump buy off sources to suppress bad information, explained why the president asked for his help in suppressing his opponents. According to Pecker, the main motivation was to help the campaign. In addition to censoring unfavorable material, they also distributed intentionally false or misleading articles that painted Trump's opponents in an erroneous light. Furthermore, he was apparently concerned by a story that said Trump had an affair with a non-white woman. Pecker seemed to be implying that Cohen made a suggestion that Trump couldn't be the father of a kid with a Latina woman, according to Maggie Haberman of the New York Times.
Barron Trump, a legend. He's a legend he got rid of it so fast, but the kids get rid of it fast. The strong immune systems.
However, any report that could damage the campaign's reputation was given first consideration. Despite the fact that Melania is not mentioned in the news accounts or text of Pecker's testimony, the event was extensively covered on Tuesday. Instead, Pecker painted Trump as a young, single man who dated the most beautiful ladies available. This assertion disregards the fact that Trump married his current wife in 2005. Moreover, both of the women whose stories Pecker helped to hide stated that they were acquainted with Trump in 2006, when Melania Trump gave birth to their only child. Trump is making history as the first American president to face criminal charges in court. When details of his alleged payment to an adult film star with whom he allegedly had an affair came to light, Trump is reported to have been furious. Trump angrily refutes these charges. Melania decided to attend his 2018 State of the Union address by herself as soon as she heard the news. The New York Times reports that Melania has mostly avoided the spotlight in recent months, missing a number of campaign events and significant occasions.
That I can't go to my son's graduation, or that I can't go to the United States Supreme Court.
Because it was a rabbit hole they didn't need to go down?
It just went on, and they didn't have anything on her.
Including as her husband's Super Tuesday primary election victories. In September, Trump did, however, in an appearance with Meet the Press, that Melania is a private, self-assured individual who genuinely loves her country. Please share your thoughts with us in the comment areas below. Remember to subscribe to the channel as well.